Good morning, everyone. We are live from Houston, Texas. This is Friday, June 15th, and show number 44 of Captain Housekeeper Live. I'm so glad you joined us. If this is your first time to the show, please join in the chat room. I want to see where you're from and who's all here. If you're having trouble finding the chat room, if you're on a device, you can't go full screen, because if you go full screen, it takes away the chat option. So turn your phone or whatever back the other way, and you should have a chat option at the bottom of your screen. So join in. Let me know where you're all from. I'd love to hear from you. Before the show started, my friend Maggie was here in the chat room, and so was Ruthie and Pam and Don from Wisconsin. I'm so glad you're all here. If you want to join in, I always have the show set up at least 15 minutes before it starts, and the chat room's open. So come join me. I'm just sitting here drinking coffee, waiting for everyone to show up. I'd love to chat with you before the show. And also, if you're enjoying these videos, please give the video a thumbs up on your way out. Subscribe, ring the alert button. You know the drill. It's the same stuff every day, right? But I appreciate it very, very much. Well, happy Friday, everybody. Wow, made it through another week. Unfortunately, we had a heat wave hit. You know, I've been talking about how hot it is, and I went outside. You know, I've been watering all that sod I put down this spring, and it got too hot too fast. We're having August temperatures, and I lost at least 30% of the sod died. I couldn't water it enough. It was just too hot. It wouldn't. We had such a cool spring. I was doing all that yard work, and what are you going to do? I mean, it just overnight it went to like 98 degrees, and it's not supposed to be that hot. So it didn't have time to put its roots down. So I lost a bunch of that sod. So now when it cools off a little bit, I have to dig up all the dead sod and put down fresh if I can. I don't know if it's available in the middle of the summer, so we'll see. Ruthie's Crafting Corner says, how are you doing? I am doing fine, thank you. I have, you know, I'm always behind on everything, but I have hope that I will catch up someday. I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm a little tired this week, so I'm looking forward to getting caught up on my sleep and my rest a little bit. We're supposed to have a washout here in Houston. Good morning, Stitching Out Loud, you're in Houston. Yeah, the rains are supposed to start tonight, and then get increasingly heavier, and then Sunday and Monday are supposed to be a complete washout. So I'm taking advantage of that to rest, because this scurrying around trying to keep everything alive because of the heat wave is adding a lot more extra work than I anticipated. Yeah, Maggie says losing sod sucks. It does, because you have such high hope. You put it down, it's a lot of physical labor, and you tenderly water it continuously, and when it dies, it's sad. Hi, KB's here. Hi, KB, popping in to say hello from the car. Drive safely, please. We don't need any surprises onto Monday's show. Don says, I have lots of weeds, so I'm guaranteed to always have a green lawn. That's the spirit, Don. Plant what grows, right? If weeds grow, let them grow. I had a gentleman here from, he happened to be from Great Britain, but he was here working for a solar power company, because I got a bee in my bonnet last year that if I got solar panels put on the roof of my house, then it would power the pool and the air conditioner. And he came out and he assessed the situation, and apparently we have too many trees. And I ain't cutting down trees for solar panels, of course. So we have too many trees, but he also turned out to be, he was a horticulturist. And so he gave me a lot of good advice. And what he said was, if you can make the grass as healthy as possible, then it'll choke out any of the weeds. And he said, and you can do that, of course, without using chemicals to kill the weeds. Because, you know, all those chemicals we put on the lawn can shed off into wildlife areas and stuff. So I've been trying to make my grass healthy, Don, but the weeds are winning right now. I'm doing my best, whatever. And I think Cheryl, are you here from the Woolen Hook? I think she was going to watch from the car also. Hi Cheryl, it's nice to see you. Hey, 6 people have given the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it, 6 people. There's more of you here. So today, in order to get ready for the weekend, not only have to do my attack plan and try to get caught up a little bit on the stuff I didn't quite get done this week. Like yesterday, I was supposed to do the laundry because it was laundry day, but I didn't get to it. But I want to get all that caught up today so that the weekend can be free for resting and relaxing. The thing is, with the amount of rain, we're expecting 3 to 10 inches of rain, so there could be some ponding issues around the house. So I have to be ready to be able to keep my house from flooding. It's just, it's always something. Maggie said, my dad planted myrtle around his house so that he doesn't have any grass and no longer owns a lawnmower. That's such a great idea. And part of my courtyard off the dining room there, it gets so hot. Part of it I've actually converted to fake grass. I got a roll of it from Costco this year, determined to see how it would look, and I put it down and it looks great. I mean, it looks real. I mean, when you get up close, you can tell it's fake. But I don't have to water that or mow that anymore. And so I'm getting tempted. It's not cheap is the problem, but I'm tempted to plant, because the dogs need a place to do their business, So I need to have grass, and they don't mind the fake grass. So Julie says her hubby is gone all weekend. Hey, mancation. Gonna have some fun. Now I can do things I've been meaning to get done without being told how to do it. Boy, I get that, Julie. Yeah, you know how to do it. You don't need someone telling you how to do it. Get her done. You got this, Julie. You can do it. Ruthie's going to start the laundry after the podcast. Good. Yeah, so am I. We'll be laundry buddies, Ruthie. Yeah, I mean, if you can get it going, you know what my big problem is I start it and I forget. And so I waste a lot of time of the laundry waiting to be moved forward. I actually thought about getting a baby monitor to put in the laundry room so that I could hear it when it goes off. If I remember it, I set a timer on my oven so I can, know when to go put the wash into the dryer. You'd think they'd figure out how to synchronize the times on the washer and the dryer so that they finish at the same time. When I had to get this washer and dryer because my old ones died, I don't know, it was a couple years ago, 2 years ago maybe, they had some that were Wi-Fi enabled so it could beep your phone. And it's like, you know what? I've given control of too much of my house to the computer overlords. I don't need to give them my washer and dryer too. So I said no. Anyway, Pam says, I have no grass at my home, all desert landscaping. Yeah, Pam's in Phoenix. It's super hot and dry there. And I also know for a fact that Pam does have solar panels. She's the reason why I wanted to get them, because she's had such good luck. If you have lots of sun and solar is available in your area, it can work out really well for you. Sometimes they pay you instead of you paying them. It's great. Stitching Out Loud would like to change the subject. I can support that. Totally off topic, but I was wondering about anyone's thoughts on Swedish disc claws. And you know anything about Swedish disc claws? I've never heard of it. Stitching Out Loud. I'll look it up. If anyone else knows anything about Swedish dish claws, what are they, Stitching Out Loud? Those darn Swedes. I love their meatballs. Oh, good morning, Elisa. Good to see you. Pam says she pays next to nothing for her electricity. I like the sounds of that. Another thing I have to do is, it's been a month, so now it's time to descale the coffee maker. I have a few tips about that if you want to hear it. I use a commercial store-bought descaler, and it's I think it's Italian. I threw it in my Amazon product page. There's a link in the show description if you want to see the brand I use. It's an eco-friendly descaler. You need to descale your coffee maker once a month because it can the little tubes and everything with the heating elements, it gets all scaly, so you have to descale it. So today's the day I have to descale my coffee maker. But what you can also do, white vinegar is a really, really powerful descaler also, so you can use that instead. What you want to do is use equal parts white vinegar and fresh water and run it through your coffee maker and do it, just run it about halfway and then turn it off and let it sit for 30 minutes. And then after it's sat for 30 minutes, set a timer so you don't forget. That's what I would have to do. And then brew it the rest of the way. And then throw that water away because it's icky now. And then you'll need to run 2 more batches of fresh water through the coffee maker to rinse it out. Throw that water away too. Don't drink it. That's gross. And then your coffee maker should brew better. Like right now, I know that it's time, even though my calendar tells me it's time. I know it's time because the coffee doesn't come out. It doesn't fill the coffee cup because I have one of those kind that does 1 cup at a time. It's leaving like 1.5 inches at the top of the cup. So I know it's not functioning 100%. But as soon as I descale it, it'll go back to normal and the coffee tastes better. I don't know why. I'm not a scientist. Ruthie says she's only used vinegar. Yeah, white vinegar is very powerful, you know. If you have anything that has hard water on it, like I'm rooting those sweet potato vines. I put it on my Instagram page. I don't know if you saw it. But you know, as that water evaporates and gets soaked up by the roots, it leaves little rings on the glass from the hard water. So if you just fill that glass with some white vinegar, just a few minutes, they'll be gone. It's very, very powerful. Maggie says, coffee maker info, please. Yes, I understand. Stitching Out Loud has more information about Swedish dishcloths. Ooh, let's all read. Dishcloths made from wood pulp and cotton. 100% natural, washable, and compostable. Oh, wow. One dishcloth is supposed to replace 15 rolls of paper towels and hold 20 times the amount of liquid compared to paper. I'm on board, Ruthie. I'm sorry, Stitching Out Loud. I'm on board. I'm on board with you too, Ruthie. But this Swede, oh, I'm going to have to look these up. And are they embroidered? That's the real question. Are they pretty? Yeah, we'll look those up, Stitching Out Loud. If I can find more information about finding them, I will let everyone know. Don has hard water too. Don, do you have a well? I know you're in Wisconsin. When I was in Michigan, we had a well. You know, that's a whole nother set of issues. Julie said, oh, she popped in to like the video, got to go back to work. Have a great weekend, Julie. I'm so glad you stopped by if you're already gone. Thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Pam says, apparently you can get them on Amazon. Try them, Captain, and let us know. I will. I'm happy to try anything you want me to try on, well, within the bounds of the law. Yeah, so yeah, I like to try out products and recommend them, absolutely. Some are, Stitching Out Loud said, some of these towels are plain and have eco-friendly ink designs on them. I like that idea. You know, you're here in Houston, I know. I'm continuously worried about the water that's being shed into the Gulf of Mexico and the stuff that we're putting down into the trash and stuff, because, you know, there's a whole ecosystem out there we have to be careful of. Yes, thanks for the info, Stitching Out Loud. We appreciate it very much. Yeah, I'll look it up. And if you want to see that the coffee maker descaler I use, which is all natural also, I threw it in my Amazon page. There's a link in the description. Oh, and yesterday I said I had made those Automate and Delegate t-shirts and merchandise for you, and somebody left a comment, I think it was Captain Teresa, that she couldn't find it. So if you look at the show description, it says more. It only shows like 2 of the links, and then if you push more, it opens it up. So Captain Teresa, if you open it up, the show description further, there are more links there. And I think it's pretty clearly, it says Automate and Delegate merchandise. I mean, you should be able to find it. I have a feeling you just didn't open it up. Good morning, Captain Kristen. Did you just get here? So happy you're here. That's so funny because my mind's blank. I don't know if you're here before. Anyway, so I watched Captain Kristen's show this morning, Yarn on the Beach. That was so beautiful this morning. I just love looking. I love starting the day watching the beach for 40 minutes or half hour, whatever your show is. So thank you for providing that, Kristen. It's a respite from the heat. Oh, you didn't get it. Okay, Don has to go. Bye, Don. It was so good to see you. Yeah, I have to go too. You know, got to start the weekend. I got so many things I have to do. I have to go get some groceries too, because it's going to be raining a lot, and I want to get some food in the house so I don't have to go to the grocery. So there's a lot of street flooding in Houston when it rains. My house is up. I'm not really worried about it, but trying to get out of the neighborhood is tricky. Don, before you leave, remember Just because you're in charge of the house, Donald, it doesn't mean you have to do everything. Automate and delegate whenever possible. And say it with me, everyone. No matter what life throws at me, I have the ability to make this a fantastic weekend. Okay, we'll see you at Monday at the same time. I'm so glad you stopped by. 11 a.m. Central in the USA. Bye, y'all. Love ya.